Oh, mini update. Done insulation and the little oval shaped things that go on the floor and silicon them in. So that's come up good. So I've insulated the bits that get hot. More on driver's side because that's where the exhaust runs, and I just did a nice light coat on the passenger. I was one sheet short, so I made a few bits out of one good sheet. So anyway, it all works. So the wiring's all been run into the boot, and wiring's all been run ready to do the final connects into the radio for the aerial and the balance. And yes, I've run the power for all the police stuff. So it's all been run to the front and to the back and to the lights. So all like I said, I'm just doing a fun kit for the kids to play with when I go to shows and stuff like that. So it's all run on bloody simple, very low voltage, only LED lights, so it's nothing flash. So yeah, I had a little bit of a fun and game with the front because I should have test fitted the spoiler first, which was a bit stupid of me. So make sure you test fit the spoiler before you go and do the radiator, condenser fitment and all that. So I fixed up all the oil lines and all that. I put proper grommets and all that, so that's all done. That's all mounted nicely. But my 14-inch fan, guess what? Spoiler right across here. So it didn't fit. So I've turned it into a 12-inch fan until I can get the 12-inch fan in stock. There's none in stock. They've only got 14s in Darwin. So I've ordered a 12-inch and I've measured it, the one I'm buying, and it fits in there perfectly. So I've just done that so I can get a test fit to make sure everything works properly. So it's rough as hell, but it won't be rough like that once I get me 12-inch fan. So it's just a little bit tiny, little bit less airflow, but it's not going to make any difference because it's only there for the condenser, just to keep the head temperatures down on the high pressure side of the condenser. So yeah, so I've run all the wiring, run that extra set of wiring for the fun LED cop lights that I'm not going to install, only for when I go car shows and stuff, and a little siren just for kids so I can play with it. So yeah, it's not going to be in the way, you won't see it, it's all behind the scenes, you won't see any of it. So yeah, I don't know, that's just time. I mean, it took me a while to do things, to be honest. Mucking around with that oil stuff on the front was a lot more work than I wanted. So I had to redo all the mounts and all that to get all that to look nice and fit nice, and I've got to clean up those fins a little bit. That was a solid couple of hours work, so I didn't plan on that. Yeah, the wipers are all in, sitting there ready to go for the next stage. So yeah, really, that's just what it is. So I'm just gonna test fit the floor mat now to make sure I haven't stopped anything or got in the way of anything, with seat belt holes and all that sort of stuff. So I'll put the floor mat in, make sure it all works, make sure it all works around the radio, and then if it's all good, I'll leave it in. So yeah, so that'll be good. So I'll just do a little bit of wiring reconnects for the aerial to get that out of the way. I've done the boot, so I've run all the wiring, speakers and all that for the boot. That's all done. All the grommets are done. I've run the extra little bit coming out. That's going to be coming through this grommet and running to the rear lights for the cop lights. So other than that, yeah, it's all good. It's just step by step. So floor mat, and then wiring, and then I think I'm up to doors after that, but it's during the week. I only get a couple of hours each afternoon, that's all I get. Anyway, happy with that. I'll continue. Oh, it looks messy, but a lot has been done, put it that way. Huge amounts. So all the auto electrics are done, complete, rocking and rolling, Everything's been tested. Speakers, lights, all the LED lights, as in for the police stuff that I'm gonna do just with car shows, only for car shows. And that's a remote it runs off. So it's got all that, everything. So it's a big control up front, full control of everything. Obviously it'll be disconnected, blah blah blah, and that's until I pull in. So yeah, so I'll have all that done. So it's been a big couple of days in the afternoons. So all the Bluetooth's all fine, it's finished. All the electric aerial's done. The balance for the speakers is done. All the change I had to do the fans done. I've tested the cruise control other than on the road test. I've wired in all the cigarette lighter bits on that thing, and I've wired in the little USB thing. So that's sitting in there. I don't know if you can see it, you probably can't. Anyway, there's a little USB, there it is. Little USB in there, so you can plug her in, charge your phone, whatever. So yeah, it's been a big job. So now I've just got to do all the clean up and zip tie everything and clean up the wiring. So all the electric aerial's good. So I've cleaned up some wiring here. I've run all the extra wiring for the police lights across the front. Aerial works a treat. So yeah, that's all good. So I'll connected all the speakers. So they're just sitting there at the moment. They'll go up there in a minute when I do the final touches. I've got the aerials run for as in the UHF aerials, one on each side, so they're run. So yeah, it's taken a few hours, man. It's probably 4 or 5 hours I put in the last couple of days. But anyway, so it's time to put it all back together now. So yeah, happy days. So it's come up really bloody good. Very happy with it. I've got the spotty changeover switch, it's done. So yeah, she's set up, good to go. So I'll chuck the console in, all the carpets, all the rubber floor mats in, obviously. That bit there all gets covered with the console, the quarter console I'm going to have to call it. So yeah, I'm happy. Yeah, everything's come up really good. It's been a fair bit of work. Just the wiring's been huge. That's my little Bluetooth controller down there. So I've got a spot for that up there. I've got the cruise control fitted off properly and all nicely hidden in there. So yeah, it's been good. One thing, this mat, slippery. Every time I sat there, I went zip bink, so I had to put in a pillow there to stop me sliding. And the other thing is, don't ever sit on them. They hurt. I must have been in pain for half an hour. Lucky it was only on the cheek. But jam, when you sit on them and you don't see them, it's all black, so it's hard to see the bloody things. So anyway, I only did that once. Yeah, so bit of a bruise, but it's all good. Anyway, yeah, that's where I'm up to. Happy days. It's good, looking good. Time to tidy her up. I've got all those things tested and all that. The little door things are all tested. I'm not fitting them because I've got to put the doors on yet. They're just going to get in the way if I put that on. And my little interior light's not working, so I'll have to have a look at whether that's connected or not. It's all fitted off. The hood lining guy has fitted off, but I just don't know whether he's actually connected it. So, but we've got power to all these, so there's obviously power going around to it. So it might be just not connected up there. I don't know. I'll have to have a look. So, other than that, it's sweet. I'm super happy. So now it's finally over the really petty mongrel jobs and get on to actually making the car look different, which I'm thoroughly looking forward to. As in putting a panel on the bloody thing and getting alignments done and getting things done. So anyway, it's been good. Been good thing. All the belts are done. I've replaced all the belts. I've done all the alignment really spot on now. So I got brand 3 new Gates belts for it. So I had to put a couple of washers, one on either side, just to make sure the alignment was all spot on. So it's really good now. All them belts are running really well. So yeah, just I had a little bit of trouble getting the right size ones, because it must be the air conditioning one with slightly different aircon setup. I don't know. It is what it is. So cool. So I'm just gonna gotta just tighten up the steering column. I didn't realise the bloody thing was loose. I must have tightened up the 2 bolts underneath, so I'll tighten them up now. I'm going to lock off the fresh air ducts now, so I can just shut them, because I don't need to have fresh air coming in through those huge big vents on either side. So I'm just going to lock them off with a zip tie. I'm in Darwin. It's not like I'm going to need heater. So yeah, righto, cool. Anyway, happy days. I'm wrapped. Time to clean up now. Clean up, get the speakers in, put it all nice away, tie all the wiring up, making sure it's all really neat and secure and safe, and go from there. Cool. Rock on. Alrighty, that part's done. All cleaned up, all the wiring's cleaned up. She's all looking good. I just turned the CBs on. So they come up good. I just got to do a bit of a vacuum. Yeah, that's come up sweet. So everything works. Just got to get the labels on there. There's my little dash, my little centre console. Good thing is, you got somewhere to put your rest your leg. Look at that. It's going to be great. Don't need to worry about your legs swinging in the breeze. So it's come up really good. I like that console. It's come up great. Like I said, there's a little USB thing. So yeah, so she's all disappeared. Everything's gone now. Everything's gone. Cruise control system sitting there ready to rock and roll. Oh, I've got the ignition on. Oh, just got to tighten that up. I'll have to put that on in a minute. No, it's because that cable's stuck, I think. Anyway, yeah, so it's good. So I'll get these mounted properly when I've finished everything, get the labels on and all that. So I'll just put one up here and one up there. It'll look good. So anyway, that was a lot of work to get it all done, but it's come up great. It's got a bit of vacuum, and yeah. Next job, seats. That's good. So electrics work. I've done a full round of the electrics now, so I'm super happy with that. See, even electric aerial. So it's all good. Anyway, that's what I'm up to. Seats. Probably will not tomorrow, but Friday I'm going to spend a day on her. And this weekend, so should get a lot of progress done. Heaps and heaps and heaps. I'll get all the boot finished and get the taping done and aerials in and speakers in and all that, so be good. Sweet. Anyway, yeah, that's the console. So she's hidden away, but it looks cool. So very happy with that. Anyway, there you go.